the stand for the phone fell down in behind my dresser and the windowsill, and I stuck my arm down to reach it whilst leaning on the dresser. And like when your elbow gets wider there. Well, when I went to pull my arm back up, it wouldn't come up because it was stuck, and I couldn't pull the dresser back because I was leaning on it, and it was very funny, and I was very close to having to call Mum down, and that's how my day's going. I'm dying because I went out last night and drank so much whiskey. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm 24. I should know better. I'll not tell you what happened this morning anyway, but let's just say I was not well. I, at one stage, was very sure that I was having a heart attack. My heart was racing, and I mean, my face was just green. But that passed, thank God, and I am wearing my glasses because my head is killing me. I have a headache that could very well kill a donkey. So I don't even know how I'm looking at a light right now. So yeah, I'm not wearing these to be cool, I swear. They really are helping my headache. Just that part of my head all day. I was even lying in bed earlier on with an ice pack. It's like having a hot stove and just repeatedly burning your hand over and over again. That's what like drinking is when you're over the age of 18. Because it's fine when you're 18 or 19 because you're young as fuck. But then you turn, it's pretty much after 21, things get a little bit worse. Don't know why. People have said to me it gets even worse after 25. Not looking forward to that. Because the chances of me learning my lesson, if it hasn't happened already, it's not going to happen now. So, but I have refused to drink next weekend because I can't. I'll die. I will actually die. It'll be the end of me. You'll not see me again. I don't know. Went and got a banana sandwich there at about 4:30. That was the first thing I was able to eat all day, and I didn't even want it, but I knew I had to get something into my stomach. Had it. Didn't want it. That was grand. Had a mug of tea. Couldn't even finish that. Went back to bed. And see, the worst thing is, it's just God playing tricks on me because I cannot sleep when I have a hangover. Like, I could have got about 38 seconds sleep and be dog tired, but when I have a hangover, it's just like, no, you're not allowed to sleep. No, the one thing that would make me feel better, you're not allowed to do it. Mum had the telly on at 10:10 this morning, the whole way down the hall. It was like nails in a chalkboard. I wanted to light the house on fire and make sure that I was in it. I had a great day. Peeled myself off the bed there at about 6:30. Thought to myself, I better try and stand upright and see how that works. Wasn't great, but you know when you get to that point of hangover, you don't feel sick anymore, but you're like ravenously hungry and you need to get all of the bad food in and around your mouth. Like now. It's not like, oh no, I'll have something in an hour or two. It's like, no, this sudden urge just like that just comes upon you to have bad food in your mouth and in your stomach. And that came upon me about 6:30, so that's probably the only reason I'm actually awake right now or out of bed. So tried ringing the chippy. They wouldn't answer me. I have an unbelievably bad fear of going into Chippies and waiting for food because it's just like a tiny little waiting area and you're just standing there like an awkward shit, and then I'm really tall, people are looking at me. I just have like really stupid fear. Anyway, made myself go down, because I was like, bitch, I got food, and gotta have that food. So it was a scenario where I in the chippy ordered far too much food because I wanted it all. I ended up spending €35 on food. Who in their right mind does that? I didn't need the food. Sure, I had about 85,000 calories last night with all the whiskey and coke I was drinking. I don't need any more calories in my life, but no. I had to go down and get the greasiest chicken burger with tomatoes, and there's probably the only healthy thing, and 2 battered sausages and massive chips and curry sauce and garlic sauce. It was amazing. I actually was leaving the chippy, just looked down the food, smelled it. I think a tear came to my eye. I got super emotional. I was like, this is the best day of my life. Even though only 2 hours previous to that moment, I was thinking, why am I alive right now? Please, Jesus, just come and take me away up to heaven. I don't want to be on this planet anymore. To go from one extreme to the other, that's probably some sort of a mental health condition. But it's me with a hangover. Like, I rang my friends to see how they were. And there's Christmas lights been on Castlebellingham today. And they were like, oh, Sean, you want to come to that? And I was like, no, I physically cannot walk. It's not happening. Never mind having to be in the vicinity of young children who make noise and lights that make light. So I was like, nah, I'm staying in bed. I watched a few minutes of The Grinch. That made me laugh a lot because that's my favourite movie ever. So I think that's what gave me the strength to keep going and go down to the chippy. And then I ordered the food and he says it'll be 35 minutes. It's probably the worst news I have ever got or will get in my whole entire life, that it was going to take 35 minutes for my food. So I got back into the car and tried not to sob. And then my friend Natalie pulled up beside me and she told me about how productive her day was, that she came first and second in a dressage competition with her horse Arua. That's not the kind of news that I need to hear when I'm feeling like an actual bumhole. You can't be telling me how good your life is, because there is no good in the world. It doesn't exist. What do you want, Evie? What? I'll bust you. Do you want to be in the video? Because I'll fucking put you in it. How could I say you? This is why I'm... Look.
Oh, it's the angry bird.
If you think I am the way I am, it's because she raised me.
She loves me. Bye.
I'm so fucking nutcase. Yeah, so anyway, back to my story. Natalie. Telling me how good your life is. No. All I want to ever hear is how people's lives are worse than mine. And or a story about your dog. That's the only 2 things I want to hear when I have a hangover. Yeah, so back to the chippy. This is a very long story about something very, very monotonous. But it was important to me, you know, I'm so hungover. I just needed something in my life to make it better. So, of course, it was a scenario where my eyes were far, far bigger than my stomach. Not technically, because that'd be very hard. But I wanted all of the food. And I had I'd say 3.5 bites of my chicken burger, a wee nibble of the sausage, and about 6.5 chips. Done. Finished. Couldn't even look at it anymore. Sure, I bought myself treats to have afterwards. They'll stay in the cupboard for the next week. So basically, what I'm just trying to say is, if you have had the absolute almighty sense not to ever drink, or you're one of them fucking assholes that knows how to go out and just have a few, get a little bit fun and happy, and then just go home and be a normal person. Fuck you. That's not how I roll. I wish it was how I rolled, but it's not. Jeez, I love giving out. Don't know if it's because I'm hungover or it's because I'm a woman. So I'm only happy when I'm giving it. There's no good in the world except for my 2 baby dogs, who I really, really, really wanted to cuddle today, but I couldn't because it was raining outside, and them 2 assholes don't have the sense to go into their kennels when it's raining. They go out and they dig and they roll around and all of the bad stuff, and then they're stinking, so I can't bring them into the house, and all I want to do is just squidge their little faces. Very angry about the whole situation. So yeah, that's how my day went. And you know what? I don't know if I can even justify the hangover for the amount of crack I had last night, because I can't fucking remember any of it. I used to go out and drink probably 3,500 litres of some sort of a drink. Be absolute bananas. I remember everything. But see, I'd say when I hit 22, you go out and have 3 drinks. Can't remember a thing. You might as well have not been out. But you do have an overwhelming sense of, you knew you had a good time, shame, regret, and why do I smell so bad? They're like the 4 feelings I have when I wake up. So, don't think it's worth it. If somebody could teach me how to be a normal adult, that would be great. Because what you've seen there, Ev probably isn't the most normal person. Hence why I am. I'm blaming her. It's not like nobody else raised me. It was her. It's all her fault. Bye. Please help me. Pray for my soul. Hopefully there'll be another video. If I don't die. I'm pretty sure I might stop breathing in my sleep tonight. Oh sure, that's another whole story about the horrors as well. Jesus Christ. We'll not get into that. That's another video altogether. Good luck.